Hey, stay tuned for this week's Metal Roundup. We got some killer stuff. Hey, everybody. This is Sean with Some Dude in Texas, and welcome to this week's Metal Roundup. Before we get started, I kind of want to talk about some old school thrash metal news. Some of this it's been around for a couple weeks now. It's kind of old. Some of y'all have already seen it, but have y'all had a chance to see the videos on the reunion with Dave Mustaine and Marty Friedman with Megadeth? Man, I think it's pretty cool, man. Kind of put a warm and fuzzy feeling in you. There's just one video where they were doing Tornado of Souls, and when it went into that iconic solo, everybody but Marty stepped back, and they just let him take the spotlight, and he just nailed it. It was amazing, and it just, like I said, kind of put a smile on my face because I'll go back to memory lane here. Back in, it was either 90 or 91. It was the Rust in Peace tour. I got to see them. They actually opened up for Judas Priest on the Painkiller tour, and they were amazing, man. Just to me, that's the best lineup, favorite lineup with those four guys. But there was one thing at the end that really kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, and that was, they did their set, man. The whole band was amazing. The other three guys stepped off the stage, and Dave stood right there in the middle of the stage and took a bow all by himself. I took that as kind of egotistical. I was like 16 years old, and I know Dave kind of had that reputation of being that way, but man, I was kind of like, man, you wouldn't be as good if you didn't have those three other guys up there. They just nailed it. But to see him take a step back and let Marty go up there and shine and just crush it on that solo, man, it was pretty cool of him, man. I dug it. So if you haven't seen it, go check YouTube. They're all over the place. It's pretty cool. The thrash news, the band Metal Church, their label Rat Pack Records put out a teaser yesterday for their new album that's going to be coming out sometime this year. I'm not sure. But they got the new singer, Mark Lopez, taking place. Unfortunately, Mike Howe passed away. But he's stepping in, and it sounds amazing, man. The guy's got some pipes. The song's sounding really, really good. Kind of excited. Can't wait for the new album. So if you had a chance, go over to Rat Pack Records and check out that teaser. It's pretty cool. All right, now let's go ahead and get on to, move on with this week's Metal Roundup. We've got 4 albums that we're going to talk about, and then I'll do another 1-minute review at the end with a couple EPs. And then with an album that was actually released last week that I missed. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, this first band is out of Denmark called Accelerate. It's a self-titled album. I think this might be their first album. They've been around. Looks like they've been around for a little bit. It looks like this is their first full-length album. But it's 9 songs. It's just thrash metal, right? I wouldn't say old school. It's definitely kind of got a modern feel to it. It's fast paced, real technical and heavy riffs. Guitar players are good, man. They got some killer solos on this. Now, the difference is it's not not rough, low vocals. Man, this guy has got some pipes, man. He can sing. It's got the clean vocals to it. Higher pitch, dude. He's wailing, man. He's got some range on it. And then to me, if you like Flotsam and Jetsam, you'll love this band. I mean, they definitely kind of get that vibe from them. Definitely tell that they were probably influenced by them. But once again, it's Accelerate. It's a self-titled album. It's a 4-piece band out of Denmark. Pretty cool if you like that modern type thrash metal, but with those higher pitched vocals, man. Check them out. And then the next band is these guys are out of Japan, right? It's called Nepethys. And I'm not even going to try to say the name of this album here. I'll just put it up there for you, the name of it. But this is their third release. It's 7 tracks. And this is just awesome, just sludgy doom metal. Along the lines of, Black Sabbath, of course. But it also has kind of a Crowbar vibe to it, and even some Down. Kind of sounds a little bit like Down at some of the riffs that the guitar player's playing. But just heavy, just heavy guitar tone, sludgy kind of guitar tone, and the slow, groovy drums to it. Now, the vocals, man, I have no idea how to describe this guy, but it works, man. He just kind of sounds like this, when he's singing, but it's, I'm doing no justice, not making fun of the guy, but Sounds great, man. It fits the vibe of the tunes and everything well, and I really dug it, man. It's got 7 tracks on it, and I liked every single one of them, man. If you ever want to kind of take a step back from the heavy, fast stuff, pop this on and just kind of chill out and, to some good old doom metal. Now, the next band is out of, let's see, Indonesia. Now, we're going to move up to some heavy stuff here. It's called Depraved Murder. The name of the album is Unethical Terrestrial Collapse. This is a 2-piece band, and this is their 3rd full-length album. Whew, man, these guys, one guy does all the vocals, the guitar, the bass, and then he's got a drummer. Man, heavy, 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 and good. These guys are talented. If you like the old school, early Suffocation, Cannibal Corpse, you're going to love this. Just real, it's fast tempo, but with some heavy chugs and, of course, some good guitar squeals in there as well. Just heavy songs all around, good guitar solos as well. This guy can play guitar pretty good. And like I said, if you like that early Suffocation, Cannibal Corpse, I don't think you'll be disappointed with this one. Check it out. Now, the last song here is a band called, let's see if I can say this right, Descendant, and they're out of Canada. And this album is Labyrinth. And you can kind of see with the album cover there, it kind of tells you what type this is going to be. It's technical, kind of that progressive technical, but it's death metal. Even, kind of got that, djent, however you want to, say it. Got that kind of slow, heavy, groove to it with the little pauses. But not too much, right? Not to where they're, stopping and pausing all over the place, that, kind of ricochet rabbit all over the place, kind of confusing you. It's got a good groove to it. I dig it. It's technical. It's got some cool technical riffs in it, and the vocals, good heavy death metal vocals, fits good with the music. And this has, it's got 9 songs on it, and I dig it. Like I said, I'm really kind of getting into that technical death metal. It's like the band Lost Brethren last week that we reviewed as well. It's kind of along the lines of that. Good stuff, man. I think you'll dig it, so check it out. All right, so now it's time for the 1-minute review. If you're new to the channel, I usually like to keep these videos, around the 10-minute mark, but no more than 12 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll normally do a little bit more in-depth review on about 4 or 5 albums, and then on shorter EPs or maybe an album or EP that I missed that was previously released, I'll do within the 1-minute review. So we'll go ahead and we'll get that started. This week we got, once again, 3 bands in 1 minute. All right, first band is out of Malta. Just a good Bay Area influenced thrash band called Mur-Doc 104. It's a 4-song EP called The Undying. Vocals definitely got that Exodus vibe, but with a little Bobby Blitz from Overkill. Just heavy crushing guitars as well, man. This is awesome. Check it out. Next band, Cthulhu out of Arizona. They're a 4-piece. It's called Cosmic Horror Beyond Human Comprehension. Just good, heavy death metal, man. Favorite song on here is Moldy Abode. Pretty awesome. Check these guys out. Last band is out of Belgium called Cause and Effect. It's Validation Through Suffering. Now, this is actually a 9-song album. It's previously released that I missed. And this is just awesome, heavy, technical death metal, like I've been liking recently. Just good, fat, heavy guitars with big vocals. Man, I really dig this one. I think you should check it out. All right, looks like we got it done with under a minute with a little time to spare. So, well, that wraps up this week's Metal Roundup. I appreciate y'all watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe and like button if you're digging what you're seeing here. And leave me some comments, man. Once again, I like talking to you guys. And give me some suggestions. If there's something that I'm missing y'all think I should check out, man, leave it in the comments. Also, let me know what y'all think about these reviews. Yeah, so once again, thanks for watching. And until next time, y'all take care. Y'all come back now. You hear?